Thank you, sirs. I now request Professor Yepude to welcome the President of the function, Shri Madhabushi Madanagopal, Chairman BOG VNIT, with a bouquet of flowers. Thank you, sir. I request Professor Rajesh Gupta to welcome the Director of VNIT, Professor Premlal Patel, with a bouquet of flowers. Thank you, sir. I now call upon Dr. R.D. Lokhande, Conference Chair, to welcome Professor Nick Barton, renowned rock mechanics, tunneling and mining expert, with a bouquet of flowers. I now invite Professor N.R. Thote to welcome Professor T.N. Singh, Director IIT Patna, with a bouquet of flowers. Okay. I request Thote, sir. Okay. There has been a small change in the order. So I now request Dr. A.K. Agarwal, Conference Chair, to welcome our Director, Professor Premlal Patel, with a bouquet of flowers. I now request Dr. R.D. Lokhande, Conference Chair, to deliver the welcome address for the conference.
Namaskar. A very good evening to all of you. Honorable Sri Nitinji Gadkari, Cabinet Minister, Government of India, the chief guest of a function, due to some issue, he is not here personally, and he has sent his inaugural video address. Honorable Sri Madanbushi Madanagopal Sir, IAS, former Additional Chief Secretary, Karnataka State, Chairman BOG, VNIT, and President of the function and Chief Patron of the Symposium. Honorable Premlal Patel Sir, Director VNIT, Patron of the Symposium. Honorable Shri Harish Duan Sir, CMD, Southeastern Coalfield and Western Coalfield, the guest of honor of the function. Honorable Professor T.N. Singh Sir, Director IIT Patna, our guest of honor. Honorable Professor Nick Barton and Associate, Norway, our guest of honor. Professor Rajesh Gupta Sir, HOD Mining, VNIT. Professor P.M. Podole Sir, former Director, VNIT. Deans, Registrar, those who have made to participate in this symposium from the abroad, Professor Barton, Professor Shabnam, Professor Danny, and Dr. Benitian Hos. Professor VMSR Murthy, first batch alumnus and Director IIST, Shivpur, and my guide. All the invited dignitaries of the dais, my colleagues, and the authors and delegate. On behalf of organizing committee, I welcome you all to this symposium. You are now in Nagpur, an orange city, and this conference is happening here, which is a major hub for a mining industry in Maharashtra, often associated with rich mineral deposit in the region. It serves as a central hub for coal, manganese, and iron ore mining. A vibrant mineral and excavation sector is essential for any technological advancement, societal growth, and national development. India and other Southeast Asian nations rich in mineral resource have witnessed substantial growth over recent decades. This region employ both traditional and innovative mining methods to extract metallic, non-metallic, and energy mineral. As shallow mineral reserve deplete, the industry is moving deeper into geologically complex zone, necessitating advanced excavation technologies. Such innovation not only enable access to deep-seated deposit, but also ensure greater safety and efficiency while giving equal importance to the environmental sector. The extraction and utilization of mineral resource must be aligned with sustainable practices that minimize the ecological impact. Modern mining now emphasizes on land reclamation, pollution control, and resource optimization. Environmental monitoring, eco-friendly excavation methods, and integrated waste management are becoming standard in responsible operation. As climate concern rises, industries are also exploring carbon neutral and energy efficient technologies. The excavation sector also supports infrastructure need, especially in densely populated or remote areas. Tunneling technologies help to develop metro system, underground utilities, and defense structure, transforming urban landscape while minimizing surface disruption. Projects in power, transport, and defense have benefited from this innovation, even in challenging geological conditions. This symposium provides a platform for experts to deliberate on this development. With a focus on sustainability, safety, and innovation, this event invites researchers, engineers, and industry professionals to share their ideas that will shape a resilient and environmentally conscious future. This symposium is being organized under the aegis of ISRM India and the Indian Bureau of Mines and is being held in two venues. The first at VNIT Nagpur for the inaugural session and the second and third day at Radisson Blu Hotel Nagpur for the all technical session. We request all the keynote speakers, authors, and delegates to please take a note of it. Around 110 technical papers and 11 keynotes will be presented in this symposium. These papers are grouped under various themes, covering the important issues related to recent innovation in mineral, tunnel, and allied industries. The organizing committee has invited renowned experts from the different parts of the world, including India, to deliver keynote address on this symposium themes. This symposium has taken this shape and it has been made possible by contribution and cooperation of technical papers from various organizations and institutes like IIT ISM Dhanbad, IIT Kharagpur, IIT BHU, NIT Rourkela, NIT Surathkal, NIT Raipur, SIMFAR, NIRM, L&T Construction, NIRI, CMPDIL, WCL, MIT Pune, CSIRO Australia, Norway, and USA, and some other organization. About sponsors, L&T Construction and Southeastern Coalfield are our platinum sponsor. Solar Explosive is a diamond sponsor, whereas WCL, SMS, HCL, Dalmia Cement, and MOIL are the gold sponsor. Also, the symposium is supported by Adani Resources, RockTech, ANSYS, and Mahanadi Coalfield. The Department of Mining Engineering, VNIT Nagpur, gratefully acknowledge the generous support from the higher authorities and administration that enable the smooth conduct of the symposium. I wish that these 3 days we will have good deliberation on the symposium themes, which will be very useful for the betterment of the industry. Thank you, and have a nice day in this Orange City. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir. I now request Professor Rajesh Gupta, HOD Mining, to address the audience.
Good evening, one and all. Respected dignitaries on the dais, Honorable Chairman, BOG, VNIT, Shri Madbhushi Madan Gopal, President of the function and Chief Patron of the Symposium, Honorable Director, VNIT, Professor Prem Lal Patel, Patron of the Symposium, Professor Nick Barton from Norway, the guest of honor, Shri Harish Duhan, CMD, ACCL, and Western Coalfields Limited. Guest of honor, Professor T.N. Singh, Director, IIT Patna. Guest of honor, Shri Senthil Nathan, Executive Vice President, L&T Construction. Dr. Ritesh Lokhande, Conference Chair. Our former Director, Dr. Padole, and other dignitaries of the dais, deans, associate deans, my colleagues in the department, head of departments, invited speakers from India and abroad, dear delegates, organizing committee members, and students. It gives me an immense pleasure to brief you about the Mining Engineering Department on this occasion of International Symposium on Advances in Mining, Environment and Tunneling, organized by the Department of Mining Engineering. The Mining Engineering Department was established in the year 1982-83 by offering a PG degree in mining engineering. Since 2013, it started a master's degree in excavation engineering. Currently, the sanctioned intake of students is 50 for BTech and 25 for MTech program. The department also offers a PhD degree in mining engineering. The MTech program in excavation engineering is prepared to have focus on both civil and mining discipline. It is now in the process of upgrading to MTech in excavation and tunnel engineering. Both BTech and MTech programs have been accredited by the National Board of Accreditation. In the last 43 years of existence, 39 UG batches and 10 PG batches have graduated with more than 700 students. A total of 15 doctoral students have graduated from the department. Our alumni are posted in high-ranking positions in some of the esteemed government and public sectors. Presently, the department has a total of 9 faculty members in regular roles, 4 faculty members on ad hoc basis, and 1 visiting professor. Out of 9 faculty members, 2 are professors, 2 associate professors, and rest are assistant professors. The faculty members are enthusiastic, committed, and involve themselves in different activities. The department has a good reputation with working relationship with the government and public sectors. For consultancy and sponsored research work, the main clients are WCL, NMDC, MOIL Limited, and NCL. And some of the private industries are SMS, Sunflag, and many more. The department has provided consultant services worth nearly 1.5 crores and completed research projects worth 2.18 crores in the last 3 years. The department regularly organizes short-term training programs, faculty development programs, workshops and seminars. In the last academic year, 2024-25, the department has organized 4 programs at the national level, which well received and appreciated by attendees from various public sectors. The mining department at IIT Nagpur serves as a bridge between the industry and academia through its innovative ventures such as L&T tunneling certification and the Taxmin Center of Excellence for Smart Mining. One of the most notable achievement is the strategic MOU with L&T Construction, which initiated the specialized tunneling engineering certificate program. The program serves a bridge between knowledge and application, providing immersive training in advanced tunneling and excavation engineering, a crucial skill set for contemporary infrastructure development. So far, more than 100 engineers have been certified. In addition, the department has launched itself into a mining 4.0 age through the Taxmin Center of Excellence for mining cyber physical system. The Center for Excellence has been established through funding from Technology Innovation in Exploration and Mining Foundation, which is a national mission on interdisciplinary cyber physical system. The Taxmin COE is dedicated to the integration of IoT, artificial learning, and data analytics into mining operation and improving safety and efficiency. I have seen the team of Professor Lokhande to work hard in the last 6 months. They left no stone unturned for the success of this grand event. Certainly, with the addition of your knowledge through deliberations and technical papers, the conference would be a milestone for the future. I wish this conference a great success. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is an honor to be in presence of Professor Nick Barton. Professor Barton is an internationally renowned rock mechanics and tunneling expert with over 5 decades of professional and consulting experience. He earned his PhD from Imperial College London in 1971 and spent 25 years at the Norwegian Geotechnical Institute, NGI, Oslo, followed by 25 years as an independent consultant through Nick Barton and Associates. He has advised on hundreds of major engineering projects worldwide, including tunnels, caverns, metros, dams, and nuclear waste repositories across 42 countries. May I now request Professor Barton to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you very much to organizers for inviting me to this special occasion. So, honorable gentlemen on the dais and ladies and gentlemen. So I will give a fairly light-hearted memories. I will describe memories of coming to India already about 50 years ago, actually. So I came to UNDP, a United Nations Development Project visit to CSMRS, and then gave a 2-day course at a hydroelectric project. I cannot remember the name of it, but I recall there was a powerhouse with very good rock, and there was a big construction crew putting enormous steel sets that almost didn't touch the rock. So the rock was self-bearing, but the steel sets came anyway, yeah? And on Saturday evening, after the first day of lectures, one of the organizers came to me and said, Dr. Barton, do you mind not giving a lecture tomorrow, Sunday, I think 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock, because it's the last installment of a very exciting television drama, and everybody wants to watch. So we didn't have lecture on the Sunday, and I watched with them. So that was a memory from that project, yeah? I've also had the excitement of going to a project in Indian Kashmir, the Dulhasti project, with Japrakash and a Norwegian TBM contractor. And there realizing that I was being driven in a car with like 3-inch thick glass, with a jeep of 4 soldiers in front and a jeep of 4 soldiers behind. And each time I got out of the car to do some queue logging, when we reached the site, I would be surrounded by 8 soldiers. So I don't know if I gave the right Q values, but it was a little bit disturbing, yeah? I've also had the pleasure of being a consultant to Larsen and Torbro, L&T, several times. And one thing I particularly remember, besides working with a very big team there, a very competent team, I remember the pleasure of going down the coast, maybe 2 hours drive, to an area with huge granite boulders where the local artisans had carved a temple inside one of the boulders, and there were hundreds and hundreds of very, very skilled artisans with all the carvings they had to sell in the local town. It was very beautiful. I've purchased 1 or 2, and I have them in my flat in Oslo, yeah? So I really enjoy the incredible artisanship in India. Also quite early on, I came with a small group from NGI to the Kola Mining Institute. And I recall, I think it was when we were driving down to Bangalore, we passed through a quarry area where they said that they laid sticks, firewood, and they heated the top of the rock during the night. And then when it became cooler, the rock kind of lifted, and they got very thin sheets of granite, and they could make posts about this high with this sort of section. I mean, whoops, more or less like a pencil in section, but just made from granite. It was quite remarkable to see. Also in the local village, I remember the beautiful decorations in front of the houses that the ladies made actually with cow manure or horse manure, yeah? They make these beautiful paintings in their entrances, and until they're finished, you cannot go and visit them in the morning, apparently. So, remarkable customs from my eyes, yeah? I'm going to finish now just by mentioning the reason why I'm a little bit stiff in my back. So, yesterday evening, I went to a store near the hotel that sell these shoes called Skechers. They're very comfortable, and you can buy black ones and even go to conferences in them, yeah? So I took the liberty to come to the conference in Skechers. But they couldn't accept my credit cards. 3 credit cards, international card not accepted, international card not accepted. So the owner of the store, he calls to a colleague, and then he says, come with me. And we go outside, and I have to climb on the back of his motorbike to go to the next store where they can accept my credit card. So I'm a little bit stiff in my back, but I had a memorable trip on a motorbike, the first time in 60 years, yeah? I had a motorbike when I was a student in London, but never in India and not for the last 60 years. So I appreciate that memory very much. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Professor Barton, for your constant association with India and for sharing your vivid memories of the same. Now, it is our privilege to welcome Shri Harish Dhuan, a distinguished mining professional with over 36 years of experience in the Indian coal mining sector, and presently the Chairman cum Managing Director of Southeastern Coalfields Limited, with the additional charge as CMD of Western Coalfields Limited. A mining engineering graduate from Nagpur University and a first-class manager certificate holder from DGMS, Shri Dhuan sir has held key leadership roles across several Coal India subsidiaries. At Nighai Opencast Mines, NCL, he led historic milestones, including India's first 100 million cubic meters composite production, early digital transformation, and the commissioning of CIL's first net zero electricity mine with a 50 megawatt pithead solar plant, earning multiple national awards for safety and quality. Since taking charge at SECL, Shri Dhuan sir has driven transformative outcomes, accelerating critical land acquisition, commissioning key rail infrastructure, achieving record FMC rail dispatches, and pioneering green mining, technology adoption, and gender-inclusive initiatives. With a clear vision for sustainable mining, Shri Dhuan sir continues to provide dynamic leadership to India's coal mining sector. May I now request Shri Dhuan sir to address the gathering.
सभी को नमस्कार। मैं बिल्कुल हार्डकोर माइनर हूँ और उन्हीं की भाषा में आपसे इंटरेक्ट करूँगा। Honorable dignitaries on the dais, distinguished professors, industry leaders, regulators, researchers, dear students, respected ladies and gentlemen, मेरे लिए वाकई ये बहुत गर्व की बात है कि आज मैं उस प्लेटफॉर्म पे हूँ जिसमें मेरे गुरुजन हैं, मेरे गाइड हैं, मेरे पैट्रन्स हैं। मेरे सामने यहाँ पर प्रोफेसर मूर्ति बैठे हैं। मैंने रामदेव कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग से 89 में डिग्री किया था। ही वाज माय HOD और बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से हम लोगों को ग्रूम किया और आज भी मैं रिमेंबर करता हूँ, वो चीज़ें याद हैं मैं बहुत अच्छे से। यहाँ पर प्रोफेसर अजय अग्रवाल, प्रोफेसर येरपुड़े, ये मेरे गुरुजन रहे हैं। मुत्रेजा सर डेफिनेटली बीच बीच में हम लोगों को गाइड करते थे। बीच में हमारे रेगुलेटर यहाँ पर स्पेशली हमारे डीडीजी सर भी यहाँ पर बैठे हुए हैं, तो वाकई ये मेमोरेबल और गर्व की बात है मेरे लिए। तो स्पेशली ये सिम्पोजियम जो इंटरनेशनल सिम्पोजियम अभी VNIT ऑर्गेनाइज कर रहा है, ये वाकई एक नया स्टेप है और इसके थ्रू जितने भी इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स हैं, इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं और डेफिनेटली जो रिसर्चर्स हैं, सब लोग एक साथ एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे आएंगे और कहीं ना कहीं जो मंथन होगा उससे जो अमृत निकलेगा वो इंडस्ट्री के लिए बहुत यूज़फुल होगा एंड वही हम लोग एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं। मैं 89 से और आज तक की जर्नी मेरे फ्लैशबैक में कहीं ना कहीं चल रही है। जब मैंने फर्स्ट टाइम कामठी जो प्रोजेक्ट है उसका इंदर माइन में जब पहली बार मैं पहुंचा था, तो वहाँ पे देखा कि हमारे जो लोडर्स हैं वो बास्केट और शावल से कोयला ढोते थे, टब्स में भरते थे और बहुत ही स्लो पेस लाइफ थी। ग्रेजुअली जो मैकेनाइजेशन हुआ उसको फिर मैं रिकॉल करता हूँ, तो सेमी मैकेनाइज्ड सिस्टम आया जिसमें हमारे अंडरग्राउंड माइंस में SDLs, LSDs इंट्रोड्यूस हुए, थोड़ा थोड़ा प्रोडक्शन बढ़ा, लाइफ कुछ इजी हुई हमारे माइनर्स की। और अगर प्रेजेंट टाइम में देखें तो हम लोग हर एस्पेक्ट में हमारी अंडरग्राउंड माइंस में मास प्रोडक्शन टेक्नोलॉजीज हुई हैं, हमारे ओपन कास्ट में ब्लास्ट फ्री टेक्नोलॉजीज कोल्स के लिए हम लोग स्टार्ट कर चुके हैं। ओवरबर्डन में भी वी आर इन दी डायरेक्शन कि कैसे हम लोग ब्लास्ट फ्री टेक्नोलॉजी को अडॉप्ट करें। SCCL हम लोगों ने टेक्नोलॉजी अडॉप्शन में पहली बार पेस्ट फील्ड टेक्नोलॉजी को भी अडॉप्ट किया है। जो रिजर्व्स हमारे गुड क्वालिटी रिजर्व्स थे लेकिन ब्लॉक थे, सरफेस इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, हैबिटेशंस, जिनको हम लोग नहीं डिप्लेयरिंग कर पा रहे थे, नहीं एक्सकेवेट कर पा रहे थे, वहाँ भी हम लोग काम कर पा रहे हैं। और एवरीबडी इज़ वेल कन्वर्सेंट कि कोल की अहमियत क्या है। भारत को अगर विकसित राष्ट्र, जो हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का, ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर का जो स्वप्न है कि 2047 पे हम लोग एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनेंगे, पूरा आत्मनिर्भर राष्ट्र बनेंगे, तो उसमें ऊर्जा की सबसे ज़्यादा अहमियत है। और ऊर्जा में कोयले की 72%, 72% आज भी कोयला से बिजली बनती है। और वही टेक्नोलॉजी हम चाहते हैं हमारे साथ इंस्टीट्यूशंस जुड़ें, हमारे साथ रिसर्चर्स जुड़ें, ताकि जो नया हम कर सकते हैं, आज तक जिस लेवल पे पहुँचे हैं उसके आगे कैसे पहुँचें, जो एडवांसमेंट के लिए सेमिनार है उस लेवल पे हम लोग कैसे पहुँचें, वो पार्ट हम लोग डिसाइड करेंगे। एक पार्ट में मिस कर गया था कि एडवांसमेंट में कि हम लोग कोल इंडिया में DG कोल को अडॉप्ट किए हैं। एंड आई वाज फॉर्चुनेट कि जब ये इंट्रोड्यूस हुआ था तो मैं उसका एक पार्ट था। नॉर्दर्न कोलफील्ड्स लिमिटेड की निगाही प्रोजेक्ट आउट ऑफ द टोटल 7 प्रोजेक्ट्स था जहाँ पर ये DG कोल अडॉप्ट किया गया। और पहली बार हमें समझ में आया कि माइनिंग सिर्फ एक्सकेवेशन नहीं है, माइनिंग सिर्फ वर्कर्स के साथ इंटरेक्शन, काम लेना, उनके साथ उनको मोटिवेट करके करना सिर्फ उतना ही नहीं है, माइनिंग में भी एफिशिएंसी और न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी, डिजिटाइजेशन पॉसिबल है। और वही कोल इंडिया में एक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन फेज स्टार्ट हुआ। उसका बेनिफिट यही हुआ कि हम लोग जो प्लानिंग करते थे अपने एक्सपीरियंस के बेस पे, या हमारी जो कंपनी है CMPDIL उसके लेवल पे, उसको हम लोग सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड करने लगे। हमारी जो प्लानिंग थी वो 5 years प्लान से स्टार्ट करके 1 year, देन 1 month एंड देन डे टू डे उस लेवल पे पहुंच गई। मॉनिटरिंग थी कि हम लोग कैसे, अगर कोई भी डेविएशन होता है तो उसको कैसे मैनेज करें। हमारा जो ड्रिलिंग ब्लास्टिंग सिस्टम था वो हमारे ड्रिलर्स की एक्सपीरियंस पे रहता था। प्रोफेसर मूर्ति इनका भी एक प्रोजेक्ट था और डीजी कोल का भी एक प्रोजेक्ट था कि कैसे हम लोग ऑप्टिमाइजेशन कर सकते हैं। हम लोगों ने उसको इस लेवल पे लाया कि आज सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड ड्रिलिंग होती है। होल्स आपके डिसाइड रहते हैं कि यहाँ पे इतना बर्डन रहेगा, इतना आपका स्पेसिंग रहेगा, ये एक्सप्लोजिव इतना क्वांटिटी हम लोग यूज़ करेंगे। तो वो लेवल पे जब काम किया तो डेफिनेटली जो एफिशिएंसी बढ़नी थी वो बढ़ी। उसके बाद जो हमारा सेफ्टी एक एस्पेक्ट था, ऑलवेज उस लेवल पे था कि सब अपने अपने एक्सपीरियंस पे फिजिकल इंस्पेक्शन करके देख सकते थे और जो इंस्ट्रक्शन दिया वहीं पे तक लिमिटेड था। लेकिन अभी एआई एंड वीडियो एनालिटिक्स के थ्रू हम लोग कंट्रोल रूम से देख सकते हैं कि कौन साथी हमारे पीपी किट्स पहने हैं, सेफ्टी गैजेट्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं, उनको वहाँ से हम लोग डायरेक्ट भी करते हैं और कंट्रोल भी करते हैं। हमारे जितने भी इक्विपमेंट्स हैं उनको हम लोग मॉनिटरिंग और मैकेनिज्म सब आजकल डिजिटल इनिशिएटिव्स के थ्रू कर पा रहे हैं। हमारे जो एफिशिएंसी इंप्रूव करने के साथ इकोनॉमिक्स पे भी इसका इफेक्ट आया है। डीजल कंजम्पशन, पर क्यूबिक मीटर कॉस्ट, हर एक का एनालिसिस करके ऑप्टिमाइजेशन हुआ है। मैं जो बता रहा था कि मैं निगाही में था, तो वही वो फेज़ था जब हम लोग 100 मिलियन क्यूबिक मीटर एक प्रोजेक्ट से किए थे। ये सपना जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया था तब भी नहीं देख पाए थे कि इतनी बड़ी माइन भी हो सकती है। हम लोगों ने 102 मिलियन क्यूबिक मीटर ओवरबर्डन रिमूव किया था। ये किसी भी माइन, अभी तक का भी शायद ये रिकॉर्ड होगा, और ग्रेजुअली इस लेवल पे माइंस ऑपरेट हो रही हैं। ये तभी पॉसिबल हो पाया जब हम लोगों ने लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी और अपने अनुभव को एक साथ यूज़ किया। तो मैं पुनः आप सबको यहाँ पर इनवाइट करना चाहूँगा कि उसके आगे बढ़ें, उसके आगे हमें रास्ता दिखाएं कि कैसे हम लोग आगे मूव करें और अपनी एफिशिएंसी कैसे बढ़ा सकते हैं, और भारत को जो एक आत्मनिर्भर भारत बनाना है उसको कितनी फास्ट गति से हम अचीव कर सकते हैं। मेरे यहाँ पर सामने देख रहे हैं कुछ स्टूडेंट्स भी हैं और साथी भी हैं, और इंस्टीट्यूशंस तो डेफिनेटली हैं। मैं उनको एश्योर करना चाहता हूँ कि जो मैंने आपको बताया है वो माइनिंग का एक फेज़, जिससे कि स्टूडेंट्स हमेशा भागते थे, कोशिश करते थे कि हमें ऑफिस जॉब मिले, मैं कहीं ना कहीं आईटी फील्ड में चला जाऊं। मैं माइनिंग इंजीनियर्स को इनवाइट करना चाहता हूं कि अगर आप कुछ भी चैलेंजिंग करना चाहते हैं लाइफ में, विद योर नॉलेज, विद योर एक्सपीरियंस, फ्रेशनेस, तो माइनिंग इंडस्ट्री आपको वेलकम करने के लिए तैयार है। आप ज्वाइन करें और देखेंगे कि सिर्फ एक्सकेवेशन नहीं है, मजदूरों के पीछे भागना नहीं है, वो इन्वायरमेंट मैनेजमेंट भी है। आपका जो डिजिटल इनिशिएटिव्स हैं उनके थ्रू आप मॉनिटरिंग अंडर कंट्रोल एक जगह से भी कर पा रहे हैं। तो एक चैलेंजिंग स्पेयर है, आप ज्वाइन करें और इसको एक स्टेप और आगे माइनिंग इंडस्ट्री को लेके आएँ। जहाँ तक हमारी इंस्टीट्यूशंस का है, मैं फिर से अपील करूँगा, हम लोग थोड़ा सा पीछे हैं, हम लोगों को और एक साथ मिलके काम करना चाहिए। जितने भी R&D के लिए आज मैं वेलकम करता हूँ, जितना भी रिसर्च आप करना चाहते हैं उसके लिए जो सपोर्ट चाहिए, कोल इंडिया, SCCL, WCL वो प्रोवाइड करने के लिए तैयार है। कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी अगर आप अडॉप्ट करना चाहते हैं, सजेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, जो हमारी एफिशिएंसी इम्प्रूव करे, जो हमारी प्रोडक्टिविटी इम्प्रूव करे, तो यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम। कितना भी कोलैबोरेशंस में हमारे साथ कोई भी कंसल्टेंसी प्रोजेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, कहीं पे आपके इंटर्न्स या एक्सपर्ट्स कोई ट्रेनिंग या कोई प्रोजेक्ट लेके वर्क करना चाहते हैं, तो मोस्ट वेलकम है। लास्ट में मैं यही कहूँगा कि आज के दिन में सस्टेनेबल माइनिंग हमारे लिए कोई चॉइस नहीं है, ये हमारी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। हमारे जो माननीय कोयला मंत्री हैं, उनको जो विज़न हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने दिया है कि आज सिर्फ कोयला निकालना नहीं है, जहां हम कोयला निकाल रहे हैं उस जगह को हमें ऐसा बनाना है कि आसपास के लोग, जो कम्युनिटी है, वो उससे बेनिफिटेड हो, और जब बंद करें तो उनके लिए कहीं सोर्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू भी होना चाहिए, और वो एक ऐसा डंप नहीं दिखना चाहिए कि सिर्फ मिट्टी या कोयला पर आसपास बिखरा हुआ है, डस्ट है। वो जगह एक रीपर्पजिंग करके उसको एक ब्यूटीफुल प्लेस में कन्वर्ट करें और वो आसपास के लोगों के लिए इनकम जनरेशन का स्कोप हो। तो आज पूरी इंडस्ट्री जो हमारा कोयला मंत्रालय है उनके विजन के हिसाब से काम कर रही है। आज जो टेक्नोलॉजी का जो ऑप्शन है हमारे लिए ऑप्शन नहीं रहा है, एक ज़रूरत बन गया है। हमारे जितने कोलैबोरेशंस हैं ये सिर्फ इवेंट नहीं है, हमारे लिए कंटिन्यूअस आगे बढ़ने का एक जरिया है। मैं कॉन्फिडेंट हूँ कि आने वाले समय में जो हमारा ये इंटरनेशनल सिम्पोजियम होने वाला है, ज़रूर जो मैंने शुरू में बोला, एक अमृत यहाँ से मंथन से निकलेगा और हमारी इंडस्ट्री को एक नया राह दिखाएगा, नई ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाने के लिए, आगे बढ़ने के लिए, और विकसित भारत का जो सपना है उसको पूरा करने में सहयोग करेगा। थैंक यू, थैंक्स अ लॉट, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, ऑल द बेस्ट।
Thank you so much, sir, for your golden words. We are truly inspired by your leadership and visionary initiatives like adoption of advanced machinery, green mining tech, and waste valorization. SECL under your leadership is truly the pioneer in coal mining sector. Now, it is my distinct honor to welcome Professor T.N. Singh, the esteemed director of the Indian Institute of Technology, Patna, and a distinguished academic leader in mining, civil, and environmental engineering. Professor Singh has more than 3 decades of experience in teaching, research, and academic leadership. He has supervised several doctoral and postgraduate scholars, me being one of many, and has significant research footprint reflecting global impact. Professor Singh is a recipient of numerous prestigious awards. To name a few: Vishishta Shikshak Award for contributions to higher education, Lifetime Achievement Awards, Academic Legend title given by the Indian Institutional Ranking Framework, the John C. Gammon Prize by Institution of Engineers India, National Mineral Award, out of many. Professor Singh is a fellow of National Academy of Sciences and ranked India's #1 earth science researcher in global research rankings. Professor Singh features in the list of top 2% scientists published by the Stanford University. Under his leadership, IIT Patna continues to excel in research, consultancy, and innovation with over 175 R&D projects completed and strong national and international academic collaborations. Beyond scholarship, he has contributed widely to academic governance as a member of advisory and governing bodies of premier institutions and to national projects through engineering and infrastructure. Professor T.N. Singh's vision and leadership continues to strengthen IIT Patna's mission of academic excellence, research impact, and societal collaborations. It is my absolute honor to request Professor T.N. Singh to enlighten the gathering.
Extreme dignitary on the dais, very honorable BOG chairman of this institute as well as ISR Pune, Sri M. Madan Gopal ji, very respected director of this institute, Professor Premlal Patel ji, CMD, SECL and WCL, Sri Harish Dohan ji, Professor Nick Barton from Barton Associate, Professor Rajesh Gupta, Head Department of Mining Engineering, Organizing Chair of this conference, Dr. R.D. Lokhande, Professor VSR Murthy, Director of IIEST, the senior faculty member from the mining, Professor Mutreja, Professor N.R. Thote, Professor Yarpude, all the distinguished participants from the various industry, academia, administration, and research institution. It is a great honor for me to be associated with a conference like where the mining, environment, and tunneling will be combined together. This conference will be certainly provides you a new dimension in this area of either the mining technology, sustainable mining, or adopting various tunneling methods for safety and sustainability of human being. This conference will deal a various aspect of development, and as its name indicated, International Symposium of Advances in Mining, Environment and Tunneling. I must congratulate the organizers for bringing together experts from diverse domains to deliberate and discuss on various challenging issues that are central to global development and the sustainability. Mining has always been considered as a very old industry, and it is, with my knowledge, it will be the second industry after the civilization, just followed by the agriculture and then the mining. The mining importance has been already provided by CMD sir. And as we know that its importance has been already indicated and demarcated in the various era. We call it a Bronze Age, Silver Age, Golden Age. Now, again the mining age comes into the picture, that per capita consumption of energy will be the yardstick for the developed and developing country. Without mining, we cannot imagine any kind of the energy phenomena. Of course, people say that whatever will be available with you, try to utilize best for the nation. And we are lucky enough that nature has given enough coal to this country. Whatever this coal is given, people say that once you are talking about the after mining environment, many a times mining and mining fraternity is blamed for environment. But with advancement of the technology, new equipment, new kind of the value addition, I think now mining is in a position to provide the production with taking care of surrounding ecosystem intact and fertile. The AI and ML is now widely used in the mining industry also. I remember when I have started working in AI ML in 1998, the mining people are not able to digest that word, and it has been called that is a fancy word he has brought. But now I realize that how important this AI ML is. Because every decision will be taken by the aid and help of this AI. Now, as said earlier, that the drilling and blasting, precisely one can do it with the help of AI and ML. You can plan your mine, you can plan your schedule of production, you can plan your transportation. Everything is possible that you can see in 14-inch of your screen, and the administrator have not tough time like the earlier where he has rushed to the face and see what is happening. Now it has improved the efficiency and efficacy of this working people, and also by the same time, it takes a lot of care about the safety. So this is very, very important, and the galaxy of experts in front of us, I think they are capable enough to discuss all the issues pertaining to the difficulty in the mining, and academia and industry can come together to resolve a various aspect of it, like scientific mine planning, waste minimization and tailing management, land reclamation and mine closure planning, groundwater protection, carbon footprint production, where this AI and ML can help you. Now coming to this another aspect of the tunneling, speaking anything about the tunneling in front of Dr. Nick Barton will be not appropriate because I am not authority of that one. But we have seen that how tunneling is helping to connect the people from one area to the other, reducing the distance, reducing the carbon footprints, and one of the classical example of the Atal Tunnel. The 46 kilometer of the distance with this hilly terrain, in the difficult time, now has been reduced to 9 kilometer. And if you can see the techno-economical cycle of that one, how much carbon we are reducing through the vehicles which are going in a stressous condition, the safety of the people. So many places the tunneling brings together, connect the people, not only in for the transportation of the human being, but also the various type of this energy utilization. And just like when I was student days, I have seen Dr. Barton in the Naphtha Jhakri Power Corporation, where he has just started teaching us in UNDP program, so how Q can be calculated. And you can imagine the total tunneling length of Naphtha Jhakri, will people say equal to tunneling from Delhi to Agra. So this much huge tunneling activity, everything in underground has been executed, and this plant is working more than 100% efficiency. Now, a new challenge has been put by Government of India or world geopolitical situation about the critical minerals. And I have seen that this will be also a part of a discussion and deliberation on the critical minerals. I think this is very, very important challenge. And as an educationist, as a planner, as an administration, one has to accept this challenge, and we can come out with that. We have the enough material. We need how to extract it, how to explore it, and how to process it. And I think VNIT is one of the nodal center because they have all branches which require to produce a final product after utilizing all kind of this ore, or either in this low grade ore to how we can go. Also it's good to go for the secondary and tertiary resources in the critical mineral, and aggressively we have to work hard on that area. So with the end, I must congratulate the organizers for giving me this opportunity to speaking with such a learned panel. And moreover, I am scared to speak about the many of these learned people sitting in this hall, because I am not expert. Dr. Nikhil Sardesai has given a very kind introduction, but it is more on emotion, being my old student rather than reality. So I wish all the success of this conference, and I am hopeful that your discussion and deliberation will give a new dimension in this area of mining, technology, environmental sustainability, and the various aspects of the tunneling and tunneling related issue. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. We are blessed to have your constant support and guidance. Your research serves as a testimonial that good research always serves the society. It is my honor to welcome Professor Premlal Patel, Honorable Director of VNIT Nagpur, Professor Patel is a professor HAG of Hydraulics and Water Resources with a very strong academic and leadership background, having served in key roles such as Deputy Director SV90, Dean PG, Academic and RNC, and the Head of Civil Department at SV90 Surat prior to his current role. Professor Patel began his career as an Assistant Executive Engineer Civil with the Border Roads Organization, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, before moving to academia. His research spans river mechanics, flood control, hydrological modeling, water system optimization, and climate change impacts. He has supervised numerous doctoral and master's theses, undertaken high-value research and consultancy projects, and published over 250 research papers in reputed journals and conferences. Dr. Patel is active in professional societies and expert committees and is a fellow of Indian Society for Hydraulics, Indian Water Resource Society, and the Institution of Civil Engineers, India. Under his leadership, VNIT continues to strengthen academic excellence, research influence, and industry institution engagement. May I now request Director Sir to kindly address the audience.
Respected Chairman, Board of Governors, Sri Madhbhushi Madan Gopal ji, our CMD, SECL and WCL, Sri Harish Dohan ji, Honorable Director, IIT Patna, Professor T.N. Singh ji. Then we have our colleague, Dr. V.R.S. Murthy, Director IST Sipur, Madam Murthy, present over here. We have with us Dr. Rajesh Gupta, HOD Mining. We have with us Professor P.M. Padole, our previous Director of VNIT Nagpur. Dr. R.D. Lokhande, Conference Chair, our Deans, Heads of the Department, Faculty, Industry Experts, and Academia, Participants, and Students. I welcome you all in this August gathering and also in the Orange City and the heart of the country, and particularly in the lush green campus of VNIT Nagpur. A special welcome is to Dr. Barton, who is all the way from Norway. Thank you very much for visiting to VNIT. As far as this particular conference is concerned, I could see the involvement just after going through titles, mining, environment, tunneling, and then cyber physical system. I could see that it is a kind of multidisciplinary approach is there now. I said to our CMD sir that it is not only simple mining. Now I think we have to work together to provide the excellence in the area, including your mining, of course. Then we have civil engineering, we have computer science engineering, we have our electronics engineering and electrical engineering and so forth. So it is a kind of multidisciplinary approach, and now we have to have the automation in the mining, and I think that is the days which is coming. I think the experts which are there, who are joining from the different can say parts of the country, they would be delivering their lectures, their talks in this particular symposium for 3 days, and that I think the result would be, of course, praiseworthy. Now, I was tell one point, important point over here is that now academia and industry, these are the very, very important aspects. Very recently, we attended one of our NIT Council meeting, and government has given very clear-cut direction that our academicians has to approach to the industry, and our students who are there in the, you can say, academia, they have to go to the industry so that they can get the skill. Until unless our students are skilled, they are not ready for the industry, you can say, requirements. So that is the very, very important. And also, whatever we have the startups, innovations, which we carry out in the research laboratories, in the academics, that has to go to the industry for validation and their acceptance. So I think now industry and this can say academia, interactions should be very intense so that we can develop the product for their usage. Again, not only the industry and academia, third one is the policy makers. That is also very important, so that the guidelines have to come from the policy makers, and of course there, you can say, incentives has to come so that all those implementation can be done. Today in the morning session, I could see a very good kind of, you can say, example in the civil engineering department, wherein the conference was organized in a very important topics that was there related to mine overburden based and alternate alkali aggregates. I said our CMD sir that it is now the time that whatever the, you can say, overburden we create from this mining, that has to be used. I mean, waste has to be created to best to have the sustainability, to have the concept of circular economy. I think now a lot of work is going on, and today our esteemed Director IT Patna, our Professor T.N. Singhji told that one society is being formed in that direction for using the alternate aggregates. I think the time would be there that particular society may also come very soon. And also I'm thankful one of the experts, our Professor Ramesh Muralidhar Bardekar, he has given a very nice book today to us. So thank you very much for giving the book on this advanced underground infrastructure. That book is very nicely written book. I think that will be very, very useful to the industry, can say, as well as the academicians. Thanks to all experts for joining this particular event from all over the country, especially Professor Barton, who have come all over the, you can say, from the all the way from the Norway. Thank you very much for joining. And also, not only that, I'm very thankful to our Honorable Sri Nitin Gadkari ji, our Honorable Union Minister, Road Transport and Highways, who will be giving, of course, his message or lectures in the form of the video message very soon. So thank you very much for, you can say, sparing time for giving such very important talk also. So again, I would like to tell all, and can say thanks all our participant experts present over here who have joined all over the country and giving invaluable suggestion for this particular, I can say, 3-day symposium. And I'm sure that the outcome from the symposium would definitely help the mining, you can say, personals to take it further in near future. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are extremely grateful for your constant support and guidance. VNIT shall definitely serve as the prime solution provider in mining and related areas under your golden leadership. We were eagerly anticipating the arrival of our chief guest, Shri Nitinji Gadkari, Union Minister, Honorable Union Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Government of India. Unfortunately, due to the emergent situations given the Parliament in the session, he has expressed his inability to address us physically. However, we are honored to receive his well wishes through this video message. May we kindly see the video message on the large screen?
Namaskar, all respectable dignitaries and dear friends. First of all, I am making my apology that I am not physically attending this important conference. because of my some health problem. I am happy to convey my best wishes to the organizers and participants of the International Symposium on Advance in Mining, Environment and Tunneling, which is being organized by the Department of Mining Engineering at VNIT Nagpur. It is also related with my ministry. We are in the process of making tunnels that costing at least 5 lakh crores and at least 340 tunnels are in our plan. At the same time, the railway, the irrigation department, the hydro projects, state government, they have also got a lot of projects. The problem in all this mining project is we need to develop technology, and technology is very important because by using best technology, we are going to reduce the cost. I always talking to the people that the most important thing which is the strength for India is the young talented engineering manpower is the most important strength. And the second important thing is the innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled and successful practices. We name it as knowledge. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. Regarding the minerals, we are also developing a lot of mining sector in the deep sea also. We have got the tremendous potential, and particularly in the Nagpur where the conference is going on, Maharashtra's 80% of the minerals are in Nagpur, Vidarbha area. We have in Gadchiroli district, we have got iron ore of 65 grade. This is to be supposed to be the best in the world. And even in Jamshedpur, the grade of the iron ore where Tata is using that is of 55. So today the steel industry is going to develop in our area. Already we received the investment of 7,50,000 crore in Gadchiroli district. Today at the same time manganese is very important. We have already import of manganese because we have a lot of shortage. In particular in Vidarbha region, in Bhandara, Gondia, Balaghat, some part of Nagpur district and near Madhya Pradesh area, we have got a lot of manganese available. This is the time that we need to develop appropriate technology by which we can increase the productivity and reduce the cost. At the same time, in the mining sector, the most important thing is coal. And here totally we have got a lot of potential in coal. The government is already giving priority for development of CBM, that is coal-bed methane. And from coal we are making methanol, ammonium nitrate, and at the same time we can make urea and petroleum products from that. And one of the products is DME, and that we can easily add into LPG, where we have maximum import of LPG. Today in the national interest, our policy is to reduce our import and increase our export. For that point of view, the mining sector is the most important sector for the country. We are the fastest growing economy in the world. Now our number is 4th. And the dream of our Prime Minister to make Indian economy as the 3rd largest economy in the world, the $5 trillion economy. Our mission is to make India as a Vishwaguru. In this process, the heart of our Indian economy is the mining sector. Even in automobile industry also is one of the important industry. Now we are making lithium-ion battery in electric vehicles. We have maximum export of electric vehicles, car, two-wheelers, and now we are in the process of electric equipment, electric construction equipment, agriculture equipment, where you need lithium-ion battery. And the cost of the lithium battery when we started at that time it was $150 per kilowatt per hour, and now it comes to $55 per kilowatt per hour. In Indian, young talented engineers doing excellent job in the research. Now we have got the aluminum air technology, by which our fuel will be aluminum sheet, where we can make it a fuel from that. I personally experience that these are the good technology. Regarding the sector where I need, there are a lot of challenges. Regarding mining sector, there is a lot of pollution, where we need to reduce the pollution, and at the same time where we are using maximum coal, where the problem is the emission of carbon dioxide is a big challenge for the country. In a sustainable development, we need to protect our ecology and environment. We need to find out with the help of research that how we can make value addition in carbon dioxide and where we can make a lot of value added products from that. That is to be a very important priority for the society and for the country. Internationally, there are a lot of research are going on. We have got the potential. Whatever the good available in our country, we can use it. And which is not available in our country, we can take that successful practices from the world and we can accept it and we will go ahead. Today, this is the sector which is the heart of our economy. I feel that even for this sector, we need to develop different type of equipments of international standard. Research we need for that. And even in the deep sea, we are given a lot of priority for development of this mining sector in deep sea. There are huge potential for major minerals, and it is the time for the country that the success in the mining sector is going to decide the economic future of our country. I am really happy that today this conference is organized in Nagpur. I am the Member of Parliament of Nagpur. So first of all, I welcoming all of you who are coming from abroad and different part of the country in Nagpur. This is the Orange City. This is the center of the country. 0 mile is in Nagpur. And as a Member of Parliament, I am welcoming all of you for this conference. Once again, I am giving my all best wishes to all the stakeholders, and this conference 100% will going to useful for the development of or futuristic development in the mining sector. The methodology, the research, at the same time reducing the cost, which are the important agenda. At the same time, we have to very seriously think about the pollution, that how we are going to reduce that. I am giving my best wishes to all of you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
We are extremely grateful to have his message. May I now request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly grace the gathering by releasing the souvenir of the International Symposium of Advances in Mining, Environment and Tunneling. I request the student volunteers to carry the souvenir to the dais for its release. Maybe have a huge round of applause. Thank you, sir. The alumni of the Department of Mining Engineering, VNIT, have done wonders in the field of mining, both as an academician and industry professional. Today, we are extremely blessed and excited to have with us our distinguished alumni, Professor VMSR Murthy, Director IEST Shibpur, and Professor of Department of Mining Engineering, IIT ISM Dhanbad. Professor Murthy sir is a distinguished mining engineering academic and administrator currently serving as director of IIST Shibpur. He obtained his Bachelor's of Engineering in Mining Engineering from VNIT Nagpur, was awarded the gold medal during his MTech in Mine Planning and Design from IIT ISM Dhanbad. He has also an MBA in Finance and Personal Management and has later done his PhD from IIT ISM Dhanbad in Mechanized Roadway Developments in Coal Mines. He served as a scientist at CSIR Simfer for 8 years before joining IIT ISM Dhanbad in 1997, becoming the professor in 2008. His research expertise includes tunneling and underground space technology, blast design and excavation mechanics, mine development and construction, rock characterization and testing, VR application in mining and safety. Professor Murthy has completed 16 major R&D projects, published over 250 research papers, authored over 200 technical reports, and has supervised 20 PhD scholars. He has developed several pioneering facilities, including rock excavation laboratory, underwater rock blasting laboratory, virtual reality mine simulator (VRMS), facility for improving safety and productivity in coal mines. A recipient of National Geoscience Award from Ministry of Mines in 2019, he is a fellow of National Academy of Engineers, Institution of Engineers, Indian Society for Rock Mechanics and Tunneling Technology, MEAI, MGAI, and holds key national committee roles. I now request the Honorable Chairman of BOG VNIT and Honorable Director of VNIT to kindly felicitate our distinguished alumni with a shawl, shrifle, and memento. I request the audience to give a huge round of applause for Professor Murthy. Thank you so much, sir. We at VNIT are motivated by our institute leadership, which is helmed by the chairman of the Board of Governors, Sri Madhabushi Madanagopal. Sri Madanagopal sir, IAS, has a master's degree in commerce and postgraduate diploma in journalism. He was selected into the Indian Administrative Services in 1984 and placed in the Karnataka cadre. He started his career as the Assistant Commissioner and Subdivisional Magistrate of the Mysore district. During his more than 3 decades of service in the government of Karnataka and in government of India, he has served in many departments including health and family welfare, higher education, food and civil supplies, forest, environment and ecology, water resources, mines and geology, Deputy Commissioner of Bijapur and Gulbarga. He has also served as the Executive Director of World Bank funded Jal Samvardhane Yojana Integrated Tank Development Project, Commissioner for Public Instruction, Bangalore, Registrar of Central University of Hyderabad. He has attended several workshops and seminars on community mobilization, non-formal education, health, rural development, empowerment, and other related issues. He is also a visiting professor for the International Associate on Chronic Hypoxia, La Paz, Bolivia. He is a life member of IIPA New Delhi, ISCI Hyderabad, International Center Bangalore, and Sri Ramana Maharshi Center of Learning Bangalore. He has published several books and presented papers at national and international forums. He has visited several countries to attend seminars and workshops, and also as a part of study teams on various developmental and educational issues. His hobbies include mountaineering, traveling, listening to vintage music, and photography. We are truly blessed to have Sri Madanbushi Madanagopal as our chairman. I now request Honorable Chairman Sir Madanbushi Madanagopal Sir to address the audience. Thank you.
Namaste to all. Distinguished academicians on the dais, Dr. Premlal Patel, our Director of VNIT, Professor T.N. Singh, Director of IIT Patna, our very dynamic Sri Harish Duhanji, CMD, SCCL and WCL, and Professor Nick Barton from Norway, and the Professor Rajesh Gupta, and our own Dr. Lokonde. Where is he? Has gone out and okay, because there is all, let's say, and all the deans and all the distinguished academicians represented from industry, and Professor Murthy, I was honored to honor you, sir, and also Madam also here, Mrs. Murthy, and all the, sorry I could not say, could not identify any of the distinguished academicians who came from but outside the Maharashtra, some of them within Maharashtra but outside Nagpur, and also delegates from all over. At the outset, I welcome you all to Orange City. Just now we heard our dynamic Member of Parliament and the Minister of Sri Nitin Gadkari ji. His vision, clarity will carry the message, and it is, I particularly thank him. Unfortunately, he could not come today due to some engagements, but his message is very clear, and it touches everybody, and also my dear students. All this, I'm sure, this enlightened gathering of experienced academicians and very, very dynamic industry professionals, researchers, students, all coming together from different parts of Bharat, and also the different, some of them for outside the country. It is a great occasion for VNIT to welcome you all, and on behalf of myself, on behalf of the Board of Governors, on behalf of the Director I welcome you all. Here, mining and tunneling, because I have to say a few words, because I mentioned that I started my career in Nanjangoodu in Mysuru district. That was the hotbed of illegal, indiscriminate quarrying of the ornamental stone. I started my career there in 1985. During that time, many legal issues came. Nearly 80 writ petitions are filed on me and 18 contempt cases. Somehow, thanks to the Advocate General, later he became a very well-known Sri Santosh Hegdeji could defend me, and at that time I contacted IBM, and also I was compelled to read the MMRD Act, Mines and Minerals Regulation, Mines and Mineral Concession Rules, Mineral Concession Rules, and also got a clarification at that time from IBM, because many of the illegal quarries went very deep, that's a attracts the definition of the mine. So are supposed to follow all the restrictions, all the regulations which are applicable to the mine. Subsequently, but anyhow, that is a long, long story. Subsequently, I was posted to one of the district called Gulbarga, where 70% of the cement production was coming from the district, where the limestone deposits, yes, it was required for the country, but you know, the environmental disaster that was caused, some of the well-known big companies, how they are trying to violate the rule of the law, and I have to go for an inspection sometimes teams from Government of India also came, how it was affecting the health of the people around. Now the things are changing. Subsequently, I was posted as the Director Mines and Geology. So that was the time, 1995, almost 41 years ago. So there the 45 and 26, about 31 years ago. So I was I was on the Board of National Mineral Development Corporation. At that time, a rotation, one director from the states has to be present. I was fortunate to visit mines of, in the iron ore mines in Ballari, and also copper mines, manganese mines, and naturally in Karnataka, I have to see Atti gold mines and Kolar gold fields. When they saw deep into the 1 kilometer deep into the, I was so scared and amazed. So that was my experience in that sector, and somehow I landed in the Ministry of Mine Ministry of Coal and Mines, not in the regular, but I was the private secretary to Susri Uma Bharati ji as a minister of, she was the minister of, very dynamic minister, Coal and Mines. And finally, at that time I visited the eastern coal fields and also accompanied Didi to Neyveli and different parts. And there is a burning, I think I mentioned to Dr. T.N. Singh ji, I remember that. So that was something very scary and anyhow, these are the things. And finally, I retired as again connected to mining sector, Additional Chief Secretary, Forest, Environment and Ecology. I have to face the wrath of Supreme Court a couple of times. Certain things, because this is the issues and directions of Government of India to review pending clearances from under the Forest Conservation Act, under the Wildlife Protection Act. These are the issues. This is a very, very, I can say, challenging sector. On one hand, you have the regulations, facilitations. Other hand, we have the green tribunals and professional, I can say, chest thumping, the NGOs, and we also have the courts, and again, so many regulatory bodies. It's a very, very challenging sector. I'm sure the industry is aware of these things and able to come out of these, difficult times. Now I think that things have changed to a great extent. I have to say, I was told our Professor Nick Barton is a great lover of India. I was told he comes as frequently as possible. I am sure he must have seen the change. Now under the dynamic leadership of our Prime Minister, a visionary statesman, and the futuristic, the entire approach, whether we want to make India a Vikasit Bharat, and Atmanirbhar Bharat is called to made in India, to make in India, every step, whether it is science, whether it's space, sports, whether it's health sector, education sector, any sector, we can see the galloping changes, very, very regenerative, very, very interesting things that are taking place in the country. I'm sure you must have noticed, we are all familiar with that. Here, again, the way the Honorable Minister Gadkari ji, within a few minutes, he could catch the essence of what's happening in the country. That is a message for all of us. You all know this entire conference, we all know that mining and tunnel engineering is a major role in the not only national building, for infrastructure, for connectivity and all-round development. And again, here it is a shared vision with the regulatory mechanisms, with industry, with academia, researchers. It's a shared vision. Only when you have a shared vision, this sector will progress. Here, to complement our entire team of mining engineering department, Dean, HOD, and say you have taken the lead, because I briefed almost 5 months ago. So the preparations have gone very, very in detail, in depth. Minutest issues are taken into the consideration. I am sure those guests who have come outside, you are comfortable. If any small difficulty, excuse us, because we have done our best to ensure that. And we also have our Professor Paduleji, his dynamism has shaped the certain things of NIIT, brought to a particular path. Here I am sure the symposium is interactive, dialogical, and where we learn together for collaborations, innovations. Few things I have to say in whatever my exposure to the industry, and both the engineering aspects as well as the environment aspect. Entire industry now rapidly advancing towards AI-driven automation and for sustainable technologies and processes. This automation, robotics, and this technology-driven, AI-driven approach, it is enhanced our protective maintenance as well as the real-time risk analysis and the adequate planning. These advanced excavation materials, because I saw in one of the places, synthetic diamond cutting tools, particularly for the hard rock excavations, it is helping to a great extent. This is all, many of our industry leaders are familiar with that. In addition to that, AI is helping to study the complex geological conditions for a innovative construction methods. This is something which is very, very critical. And the mining sector is concerned, deep mining technologies to improve the operational efficiency, sustainability, safety. Again, many data-driven decision-making processes where academicians play very, very major role. And industry is definitely moving towards sustainable improvements and also the learning to upgrade their technologies and adaptive systems, and then with a sustainable the practices. These are things, overall picture I could see. It's a very, very interesting development. As our Honorable Minister said, this industry is a center, it's a instrumentality of change, of taking in India to the third, I can say the economy, strongest economies in the world. So few changes, because it's a government of India, from very, very aware of what is required in the industry, certain very positive amendments are brought to the MMRD Act, Mines Mineral Regulation Development Act. These changes attempt to boost nation's mineral security and enhance exploration and increase the production. At the same time, with a specific focus into livelihood, ensuring the livelihoods are not disturbed and the environmental aspects are taken care properly. And amendments such as removing the 6 minerals, including lithium, niobium, from the atomic mineral list, it will allow the private sector exploration and mining. Secondly, auctioning of the critical minerals. Now the Government of India issued an amendment in 2024 or 25, where the Government of India is empowered to exclusively auction certain critical and strategic minerals, not only for revenue generation, for development, certain for defense, and then for the safety and security of the nation. And the captive mine sales, there used to be cap on the captive mineral sales. It was only restricted to 50%. Now that cap is removed, the captive mines can now sell after their internal use, whatever it is, into the open market after meeting their needs. Again, deep-seated mineral expansion allows, now as per the amendment to the Mines and Minerals Regulation Development Act, it allows the one-time expansion outside the lease area, as far as the deep-seated minerals are concerned. And again, leasing. Now there is a rule, it was earlier, it says that within a 2 consecutive years, mining operations would have to start. That is changed to mining operations to productions, because that is a very visionary change, I feel. And again, now the Mines and Mineral Regulation Development Act allows the transfer of leases subject to certain conditions that will help certain things and in the development in the proper comprehensive manner. Last but not the least, creation of the National Mineral Exploration Trust. It's a very, very significant thing. National Mineral Exploration Trust, the scope is very wide. It is the increase, though the contribution of the lessees is a 2% or 3%, but it's an overall approach is to facilitate development in a comprehensive and a holistic manner. This is how the country, I can say that the Bharat's vision of Vikasit Bharat, Atmanirbhar Bharat, along with all social sectors, including education, health, etc. This sector particularly provides the breadth to the whole adequate requirements. It will trigger the change. That's where the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister is fulfilled, because it's not a one-man job. It is all of us play our role definitely with a clear vision, with our own participation, whatever the level. Whether you are academician, whether you are industry representative, whether you are a researcher, whether you are technology expert, when all the hands put together, it will become a Vikasit Bharat, India Bharat, not only Vishwaguru but Vishwamitra. Because many of our entrepreneurs, because I have been to few countries, so I have seen in the country like Rwanda, entire mining sector is our own entrepreneurs are there. And then the Zimbabwe, in the country like there, gold mining, prospecting is done by the Indian industries. So different parts of the world. Because particularly when Bharat enters any country, they are welcomed. Not like some countries who want to grab their minerals, capture their political establishments. India, Bharat got a vision to shared vision. To see that a world, when we are talking of the Vishwaguru, it's also Vishwamitra. With these words, again, welcome you all. I take this opportunity, particularly Professor Murthy and Mrs. Murthy. When I read their biodata, I was quite impressed because you are also from our institute, an alumni of our VNIT, our alumni association, one of the strongest and vibrant. I am sure the alumni of our VNIT and industry partners and all together we will be able to see that not only VNIT, but there is all-round progress in mining, tunneling, engineering, at the clear vision on the environment, the protection, taking care of the intergenerational equity, where we have the responsibility for the future. I am sure these aspects are taken care. With these words, I thank one and you all. Welcome you all again. Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, sir. I received a request from Professor Murthy. He wants to say something to the audience. Now I request Professor Murthy.
Namaskar. Honorable Chairperson, BOG, VNIT, Madan Gopal ji, and my colleague, friend, Premlal ji, the dynamic director of VNIT Nagpur, and the entire galaxy of distinguished guests on the dais, Dr. Professor T.N. Singh, and Harish Duhan ji, Dr. Ritesh Lokhande, Nick Barton, the great academician, researcher, has already been introduced, Rajesh Gupta ji, and my guru, the first guru, Professor I.L. Muthraja ji, and the entire teacher community that has groomed me to reach the position. My deep respects to all of them from bottom of my heart. And I would like to just thank, the kind of ambience that has been created throughout my education, starting from my schooling. It's all, when you have a proper mentorship and proper ambience, your talent grows exponentially. And that has been happening all through my life. And I thank God and my parents and my wife, who is sitting here, who has been, facing the brunt of, the hard, long times, I used to spend in my office with my students. And as Madan Gopalji has said, we have a great responsibility of creating a next generation that has to live up to the expectations of the country as we are looking towards Atmanirbhar and Viksit Bharat by 2047. I'm sure institutes like VNIT and all other institutions alike have a great responsibility at this point of time to nurture the young talent who is sitting here and provide them opportunity. And as Mr. Harish Duhan has mentioned, warmly he opened his doors. And I remember, my days, when I was in ISM Dhanbad, when we used to have a very strong connect with industry, the kind of support we used to get when we go to the mines and we deliver certain solutions, maybe half-made also, but the kind of support we get from industry, like, when he was in NCL, now he is, CMD in a, riding seat of CMD of SECL as well as WCL. I'm sure leaders like him provide a great opportunity for mining engineers sitting here. And not only mining engineers, as you know, mining is an interdisciplinary science and engineering. And it's a great opportunity for all of us to rise to the occasion and join hands and use the technology. I think I don't want to take much of time. And VNIT, being, the second capital of mining, has a lot of potential to work on these areas. And as I know, I have been very thickly connected with mining as well as particularly tunneling, because we have started for the first time one course on tunneling and underground space technology in IIT ISM Dhanbad. I have the a small credit of starting that as a coordinator of that MTech program. And today it's running very good. And we know that tunneling is, after China, we have the, next hardest task has already been mentioned by our Honorable Union Minister. And it's time that mining, is a very good fit actually for tunneling. And the opportunities are galore. and we can diversify into that. And tomorrow I have another discussion on port sector, where we have an onerous responsibility of deepening the ports for increasing our cargo. So put together, I take this opportunity once again, without taking much of time, place on record my deepest appreciation to my gurus and all the dignitaries on dais who have really witnessed to this occasion, and all the audience who have encouraged me to reach this level. And I'm sure this kind of encouragement will really help others to grow also and make whatever is required for this country. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. I now request Honorable Director VNIT, Professor Premlal Patel, to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor Nick Barton, with the memento. Thank you, sir. I request Director, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor, Professor T.N. Singh, with the memento. Thank you, sir. I request Director, sir, to felicitate our guest of honor, Shri Harish Duan, with a memento. I now request Director VNIT, Patel, sir, to felicitate the Honorable Chairman, BOG VNIT, Shri Madan Mushi Madan Gopal, with a memento. I request the Head of Department of Mining Engineering, Professor Rajesh Gupta, to felicitate the Honorable Chairman of VNIT, Professor Premlal Patel, with a memento. Thank you so much, sir. We have now come upon the end of the inaugural ceremony. I now call upon Dr. Anupam Khe to present the vote of thanks.
Good evening, Honorable Chairman of Board of Governors, VNIT Nagpur, Sri Madhavushy Madan Gopal ji, respected Director, VNIT, Professor Premlal Patel, distinguished guest of honor, Sri Harish Duhan sir, Professor T.N. Singh sir, our distinguished dignitary and alumni, Professor V.M.S.R. Murthy sir, Professor Rajesh Gupta, Head of the Department, Conference Advisor, Professor Rajendra Yerpude, Conference Chair, Dr. Ajay Kumar Agarwal, and Dr. Ritesh Lokhande, Organizing Secretary, Dr. Nikhil Sardesai, dignitaries of the dais, distinguished speakers, delegates, industry representatives, faculty members, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, it's my proud privilege on behalf of the Department of Mining Engineering, VNIT Nagpur, to propose a formal vote of thanks for the inaugural ceremony of the International Symposium on Advances in Mining, Environment and Tunneling, ISAMET-26. First and foremost, I express our deepest gratitude to our Honorable Chief Guest, Sri Nitinji Gadkari, for sharing his valuable thoughts and vision through online mode. Sir, your leadership in infrastructure, transportation continues to inspire young engineers, researchers, policymakers across the country, and we are truly honored by your thoughts and guidance. I would like to express sincere appreciation to our guest of honor, Sri Harish Duhan, CMD, SCCL and WCL. As a young mining engineer student, my first visit to Indar Colliery in 1990, where I came across Sir and has been following him, and he is being a truly, truly inspirational journey as CMD, SCCL and WCL. I am really thankful to Professor T.N. Singh Sir, Director IIT Patna, for sharing insights and enriching this inaugural session with your presence and guidance. Duhan Sir and T.N. Singh Sir, your perspectives from industry as well as academia provide invaluable direction to young engineers and researchers present here as well as across the mining domain. We are deeply grateful to our distinguished speaker, Professor Nick Barton, for his inspiring address and sharing his vast experience in rock engineering and tunneling, which continues to guide practitioners worldwide today. The first thing we learn in rock mechanics, Q system, and the father of Q system is with us. That itself is a great experience. I extend special thanks to Professor VMSR Murthy Sir, Director IST Shibpur and Professor IIT ISM, and our distinguished alumnus of VNIT, whose felicitation today has been a matter of pride for all of us, and it's a great inspiration for all the current aspiring and budding mining engineers. Thank you, sir, for enlightening us also. I express my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished keynote speakers who will be delivering keynote speeches in next 2 days. Professor Debashish Dev, sir, President ISRM India and Professor of Mining Engineering, IIT Kharagpur. Professor A.K. Mishra, Director CSIS Imfer. Professor Sebnam Dusgun, who is Professor and Head, Colorado School of Mines, USA. She will be joining us because in some time. Her flight got delayed. Mr. K. Senthilnathan, Executive Vice President, L&T Construction. Dr. Benashian Hoss, Director Technical, Amberg Engineering, Australia. Professor Sanjay Sharma, Professor of Mining Engineering, IIT BHU. My friend, Professor Daniel Lopez Jueno, Professor of Mining Engineering, La Gujarat, Colombia. He has traveled 36 hours to be amongst with us. Dr. Sripad Naik, Insta Director, NRM India. Dr. YG Kale, Chief Controller, IBM. I extend our sincere thanks to our Chairman Board of Governors, Sri Madhabhushi Madan Gopal ji, for his constant encouragement, guidance to the Institute and presiding over today's function. We are, sir, grateful to you for your continued support in strengthening technical education and research. I place on record my heartfelt gratitude to our Director, Professor Premlal Patel, whose constant encouragement, leadership, vision made the organization of ISAMET-26 possible. Sir, your support to Mining Engineering Department has been instrumental that we are seeing this grand function being organized. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks are due to Professor Rajesh Gupta, Head of the Department Mining Engineering, for his leadership, tireless efforts in guiding and leading the organization of this symposium. I express my heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Ajay Kumar Agarwal and Dr. Ritesh Lokhande, both conference chair, for their dedication, meticulous planning, sustained efforts, and bringing all of us together, as well as bringing so many technical experts across the globe. I am thankful to Dr. Nikhil Sardesai, today's program coordinator and organizing secretary, for efficiently coordinating the inaugural program. I must mention the name of Dr. Rajendra Erpude, Senior Most Professor from the Department of Mining Engineering. He has been guiding us on every smallest step in our day-to-day working, as well as in this organization of the symposium. We gratefully acknowledge the generous support from our sponsors and industry partners with whose cooperation this symposium is possible today. In fact, we are overwhelmed by the industry support. We are grateful to our platinum sponsors, Southeastern Coalfields Limited and L&T Construction, diamond sponsors, the Solar Group, gold sponsors, Western Coalfields Limited, Moil Limited, Hindustan Copper Limited, SMS Limited, Dalmia Bharat. This symposium is also supported by Adani Natural Resources, Rocktech Engineering Private Limited, Mahanadi Coalfields Limited, and ARK Info Solutions Private Limited. Their continued collaboration strengthens the vital partnership between academia and industry. My sincere thanks to our partner organization, Indian Bureau of Mines and ISRM India, for their association and support to this symposium. I would like to thank all the session chairs, authors, delegates, participants who have traveled from different parts of India and abroad to be part of this symposium. Your presence and contributions are true strength of this event. A special word of appreciation to all my colleagues, faculty members of mining department, Professor N.R. Thote, Professor Muthreja sir, my colleagues Dr. Sandeep Panchal, Dr. Nachiket Bhagade, Dr. Suman Mohanto. Special thanks to all our PhD scholars, MTech scholars, BTech student coordinators and administrative staff of mining department, and the staff of VNIT also, who have worked tirelessly for many, many days behind the scene. I am thankful for the gracious presence to Dr. P.M. Padole, our former director, Dr. Peshwe, Deans, Dr. Yashwant Katpatal, Dean RNC, Dr. Kalamkar, Dean Academics, Dr. Ratnesh Kumar, Dean P&D, Associate Deans, Department Heads. Special thanks to such a wonderful gathering of VNIT mining alumni present here. And each one of you, thank you. We hope that deliberations and technical sessions over the coming days will lead to meaningful discussions, new collaborations, innovative solutions for the mining industry, environment, and tunneling sectors. With this word, I conclude my vote of thanks. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request everyone to please stand up for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उत्कल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
I request everyone to kindly join us for the high tea in the convocation lawns. For those who have not